Welcome to our yoga practice today. Today's practice is going to be all about flying, feeling our earth in the ground, but then coming up off of it. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the practice. As we are flying, we're going to also focus on our breath. You can see that we're outside today. You can turn on your own music and enjoy as we move throughout today's practice. As we are going through the different poses, if you find any physical difficulties with any of them, you're more than welcome to modify. If being on one leg is a little too difficult, stand on two today. Focus on the breath, the movement, opening up hips, chest, the heart center, and just breathe and enjoy. Today we'll start standing, 10 toes forward, ground the feet down to the mat. Feet are directly under the hip bones. Slide the tailbone down, belly into the spine, shoulder blades together, tops of the shoulders fall down and away from the ears. Gently open the palms in our Tadasana Mountain Pose. Micro bend the knees if needed, lengthen the spine, and let's start with a nice even breath. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And continue on your own. Continue with your even breath or flow into your natural breath. As we move throughout today's practice, just focus on the inhale and the exhale of each posture. Don't worry about being perfect. Worry about the feel and the flow. On your next breath, find an intention for yourself today. Your focus. It might be physically, mentally, or emotionally today. Quietly say it in your mind. We'll take 3 ohms together. Inhale deeply through the nose. Keeping the feet firmly down into the mat, gently start to rock forward and back from toes to heels. This wakes up the kidney meridian, running from the toes to the crown of the head. Neurologically wakes the body, preparing for more movement. Back to center. Now left to right. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Back to center and making circles, hitting all 4 points, the heels, the inside and outside of the toes. You can bend the knees or keep them straight. Just think about flowing with the breath, flowing to music, swaying like a tree rooted down into the earth. Let the branches move and fly. Pause Pause and switch directions. And come back to center. Warming the neck, chin to chest. Add the hands if you would like. And gently release. Closing the mouth, leaning back. Open up the front. Release. Mirroring you, right ear, right shoulder. Release. And left ear, left shoulder. And back to center. Bring forefingers forward, thumbs back, shoulder socket rotations, elbows together. Inhale, up, down, and around. Nice big circles. If you have some history with the shoulders, you can bring it down to just a shrug if needed. One more rotation. Pause and switch directions. Up, down, and around. And come back to center. Bring the arms down, shake them out. Spread the feet outside hip distance and rock back and forth, bending the knees, letting the arms go, loosening the spine. Go fast or slow. Slow the body down. Come back to center and bring feet underneath the hips once again. Firmly planting the right foot down, grab the left leg. Inhale, knee to chest. And release. Good. Inhale, nice and big. Opposite leg. Exhale, knee to chest. And release. Repeat one more each side. Ground the down foot into the ground. Balance on something that is not moving if needed. Place it down. Both feet down into the mat. Dorsiflex the left foot, straightening out the quads. Squeeze the muscles, the quadriceps all around the knee. Raise the leg up and down 6 to 12 inches. Keeping toes to the sky, warming the hips, the quads. You can place hands on the hips or keep them down by the side. You could even grow branches, lengthen the core. Bring the leg down. Now keeping foot sideways, raising the outside of the leg out to the side, warming the hips, the glutes. Once again, hands can go on hips. You could add extra core if you would like. One more rotation going backwards, keeping toes forward this time, raising just what the glutes allow, keeping legs straight, still squeeze the quadricep muscles around the knee. You're going to feel this one in the back of the behind, the glutes. And back to center. Switching legs, I'll turn to the side. Dorsiflex the foot, raising 6 to 12 inches up and down. Play with the arms if you would like. Keep the core engaged, the back all the way through the hip muscles. Out to the side. Add the core if you would like. And last rotation to the back. Continue to squeeze the glutes, activate the legs. You can keep the foot off the ground or touch back on. 2 more. Good. Back to center. Shake them out. Spread the feet out, outside hip distance, toes forward. Inhale, arms up nice and big. Exhale, down to the mat, let the head drop. Bend the knees, inhale all the way up. One more time, exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, Inhale, up. Exhale, this time cactus arms, pressing the hips, opening the front side of the belly. Inhale, fly those arms up. Exhale, open. One more round. Inhale, exhale. Return back to center. Bring the arms down by the side. Step to the front of the mat. Toes are forward, underneath the hip bones. Inhale, both arms up nice and high. Exhale, hinge at the hip, forward fold. Inhale, back up, halfway lift, long spine. Think about squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades. Hands down in the mat. You can stay in the high plank and come to downward dog or vinyasa flow. Slide forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Hold the heels together, tighten the legs. Roll across the feet as you lift with the core into your downward dog. Everyone meets in downward dog. So our first downward dog, if you need to bend the knees, you can pedal the car, pedal the dog. Back and forth. Keep hands firmly on the mat. Press both heels down. Lift the hips up and back towards the back wall. Belly's in and up. Soften the neck. Step to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands at heart center. Samasthiti. One more round. Inhale, fly those arms upward salute. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, high plank to downward dog or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take 5 breaths in this downward facing dog. You can stay firmly planted or you can move and find your best downward dog. Think about hips up and back. 1 breath. 2, belly in and up. 3, hands planted firmly down into the mat. 4, tighten up the arms, pulling the triceps out, biceps by the ears. And 5, soften the neck and the shoulders. Step or hop to the hands, inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, drop the neck, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, upward salute, Utthita Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Shake it out, come back to center. Spread both feet out, outside hip distance, toes forward or slightly in. Inhale, both hands up once again. Exhale, interlace behind the back, inhaling, squeezing the shoulders. Push the hips forward. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. If you need to, you can grab opposite arms, let the head drop, or you can bring hands all the way down as far as what's comfortable for you. Hinge back, coming halfway up, bring hands to the back, slide now hands to the hips, forward fold once again, let the head go. Continue to squeeze the quadriceps around the knees, plant both feet firmly into the mat. Bend the knees if needed to release some of the back pressure, flatten the back, raise all the way up once again. Turn toes facing out. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, bend the knees, push the hips backwards, wiggle the toes, flying your bird up and down. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Crisscross the hands. Think about the wings of a bird at the bottom of the squat, flying up high, taking off. Feet are planted. Let the wings soar. 2 more. Finish all the way up. Once again, inhale the hands behind the back. Rotate the feet straighter in. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Release hands down to the lower back. Place the hands down on the thighs. Bend the knees, flatten the back, and come all the way up. Shake out the legs. Bring them underneath the hips. Inhale, both hands up. Take the right hand onto the left, lengthen, come down to the right side as we exhale. Return back to center on the inhale. Switching hands. Inhale that arm up. Exhale, leaning to the left. And come back to center. Bring both hands behind the back. Pull the hands down. Inhale, stretch the neck up. Exhale, pull down. One more round. Inhale, exhale. Release those wings and come back to center. Both arms up at the side. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Twist to the left. Back to center. Both hands up once again. Exhale, forward fold. You can ragdoll the arms. Grab the elbows or leave them nice and loose and sway back and forth like an elephant's trunk. Release both hands down into the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head and neck go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back with the right leg into low lunge. You can stay in your low lunge, back leg extended, or bring back leg down to the mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bring right hand by left foot. If you do need to use your block for more extension, use that block. Don't worry about straining yourself. Use it to get a little bit more space. Hand down on block, nice and stable. Inhale, left hand up. You can raise the leg if you would like. Exhale, back to center. Switching hands. Left hand by left foot. Open up the opposite direction. Still keep the knees straight ahead. And back to center. Bring both hands to the outside of the front foot. Step back, chaturanga, or point to downward dog. So your vinyasa flow, chaturanga, so your up dog. Squeeze those heels together, tighten the thighs. Roll across the feet with that core strength into your downward dog. And we all meet in downward dog for 5 breaths. 1, tighten the thighs around the knees. 2, find your breath. 3, relax the shoulders. 4, relax the neck. 5, let the hips lift and feel the hamstrings spread and stretch. Step or hop to the hands into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the neck. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back with the left leg into your low lunge. Bring the back knee down, arms up. Bring left hand by right foot or to block. Open up the torso. Continue to breathe. Fly the wings nice and high, stretching across the chest. Back to center. Right hand by right foot. Open up to the left side, stretching the left torso. Left chest. And back to center. Step back. Press up to downward dog. Once again, 5 breaths. Find your downward dog. Feet hip distance planted firmly into the mat. Hands spread like starfish, suction cup to the floor. Thighs, quadriceps tightened. Hamstrings stretching as you raise the hips up and back. Belly in and up. Shoulders relaxed. Neck soften. Gaze towards navel or in between the knees. Step or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fly the hands up into the sky. Exhale, Samastitithi. Bring the arms down and take a breath. Come back to your intention, your sankalpa you said at the beginning of class. And quietly say it in your mind once again. Inhale, both hands up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms as we raise our left foot. Return, inhale back up. Exhale, right foot up, cactus arms. Inhale back up, one more each side. Left foot, cactus. Return. Right foot, and return. Arms back down. Step to the front of the mat if you're not already there. Inhale, both hands up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back vinyasa, or high plank, to downward dog. We'll all meet together in our downward dog. Right leg high into the sky, 3-legged dog. Bring it down, knee towards forehead on the exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, fly, nice and long. Square the hips, toes to the ground, heel to the back wall. Exhale. Inhale. This time, step through the hands. Inhale, up. Pivot into warrior 2. Front leg remains forward, externally rotated. Back leg pivots, foot parallel to the short end of your mat, or toes slightly in. Open the legs. Hamstring could be parallel to the mat or higher if needed. Shin is parallel or slightly in back of the toes. We don't want that shin over the toes. Continue to open up the knee. Spread the arms flying into our warrior 2. Inhale back. Exhale fold. Continue your dancing warrior, your flapping bird arms. Follow your breath. Follow your speed. Strengthen the legs. Squeeze the quadriceps around the back knee. Tighten the glutes. Slide the left side of that tailbone down. Tighten the core. One more time. And back to warrior 2. Lengthen the spine forward, keeping legs where they're at. bring your right hand down by right knee to block or shin, and scoop the left arm into our side angle pose. It's not about getting lower or touching the ground. Create this nice strong angle, stretching from feet that are grounded to hands that are flying. Use the core and find that nice breath. Wrap the top arm behind the back, opening up the top shoulder. Ground both feet into the earth. Stretch the right hand into our reverse warrior. Return back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Coming into our triangle. Front leg is now straight. Plant both feet down into the earth. Lengthen the spine once again. Rotate right arm down by shin, inside, or to block if needed. Opening up left arm to the sky. Try not to hyperextend, so micro bend the back leg. Squeeze the glutes and the quads. Bring left hand to the lower back. Shorten your steps halfway. Take your block if needed. Keep it by the foot or place it just in front. Rotate your weight onto your right leg. We're going to open up to our half moon. You can stay down, foot on the ground. You can raise your leg halfway up or open up the top hip. Stack the shoulders. Foot is now parallel to parallel to the mat. Leg is parallel. My heel is to the back wall and toes are pointed to you. Breathe. If you're feeling comfortable, you can look up towards the hands or stay where you're at. Bring hand down to lower back. Bend the down knee, down leg. Place foot down upon the mat and come back up to center. And relax both legs. We'll switch sides. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, nice and high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into our downward facing dog or high plank, chaturanga, vinyasa flow. Exhale, flip the feet to down dog. We all meet in our downward dog. This time, left leg up nice and high. Exhale, forehead towards knee. Inhale up, square the hips. Exhale, equal pressure, both hands. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, close. Inhale, keep the hips square. Exhale. Stretch one last time. Step through the hands. Coming up into our warrior two once again. Open up the front thigh. Back leg is straight. Squeeze the quadriceps. Tighten the glutes. Slide the tailbone down. Spread the hands. Dancing warrior. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Find your breath. Continue to pull the adductors, the muscles on the inside of the thigh, on the left leg to keep it in line. One more time. Back to warrior two. Keeping legs where they're at, slide forward to our side angle. Rotate that right arm up, close the armpit, staring up at the fingers. With the left hand, it can be placed on thigh, or for more core, straighten out that hand. Or if you do need the block, you can come and use the block. It's not about bending more with the waist. Create the energy line, the angle. Wrap the top arm behind the back, open up the shoulder. Inhale, reverse warrior. Top hand, left hand is pointing to the back wall. Pelvic funnel, which means the hips are over the center, waist are over hips, chest and shoulders are over that. Return back to center. Coming into our triangle. Straighten the front leg. Slide the body forward, lengthening the spine. Rotate the torso, open the top arm. Continue to breathe. Tighten the quadriceps around the front leg, equal pressure in the outside of the back foot, and heel through the solid foot on the front leg. Bend the front knee slightly, step halfway in, walk to the front of the mat. Coming into our half moon, continue to reach right hand up high, raise the right foot, dorsiflex, as high as you're comfortable. Straighten out the left leg. Right leg is parallel to the mat, foot pointed towards knee, heel towards the back of the room. One more breath. Continue to fly. Place right hand on the hip, bend the front knee, gently lower down to the mat, and come back up to center. Relax the arms, relax the legs. Step to the front of your mat once again. Inhale, both hands up nice and high. Exhale, forward fold once again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down into the mat. Vinyasa flow, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Or high plank to downward dog. All meet in our downward dog. Nice and high. This time, inhale, right leg up. We're going to open up our hips slightly. You can tuck the toes back, dorsiflex the feet. So we're bending our knee, opening up the front side of the body on the right. If you would like to come all the way down to wild, then you're more than welcome to. Or you can stay here. And return the body back to center. Placing both feet down into the mat. Belly in and up. This time raise left leg up nice and high, equal pressure in both hands. Open up the left leg towards the right side of the body. Still use your strength. And return back to center. And shake it out. Bring both knees down into the mat. Slide yourself forward to Anahata Asana, our downward puppy, chin and chest towards the ground, looking through the hands or down at the mat. Slide yourself all the way forward. You can stay in Sphinx. You can come into an extended cobra, soften the elbows, pull the shoulders away from the ears, or into a baby cobra. Elbows are together. Relax down into the mat. Press back into child's. Forehead down. Extended child with arms out in front, hands down in the mat. Or full child's, bringing arms back. You can bring those big toes together and separate the knees if needed. One more breath. Reach both hands forward, tuck the toes, come into your high plank. Bring left knee down, left hand to the center, and open up into a supported side plank, high plank. You can also include more strength by stretching out the bottom leg. I'll stay here for my demonstration purposes. Bring shoulder to elbow, nice big rotations. Continue to have the shoulder stacked above the wrist on the left arm. Switch directions. And stretch out the arm. If you need to keep it tucked in for shoulders, then keep the arm tucked in. Otherwise, nice big circles, and switch directions once again. And reach up into the sky. If you want to extend the leg, you can extend the leg or stay low. We're going to add to this pose, raising the bottom leg off the ground, flying once again. Continue to squeeze the glutes, the adductors, and the abductors. So adductors and adductors. Bend the right leg, heel towards the hips, right hand to right foot, open up the body. And turn the leg back straight, hand to the sky, rotate everything down to a tabletop position. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists, hips are over the knees. To alleviate some pressure, you can come onto the fists, down to the forearms or down to the blocks, and you can double up or put a blanket underneath the knees. 5 rounds of our cat and cow. Loosen the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, belly to the sky, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, open, raise the chin. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll the back, separate the shoulder blades. Continue the last 3 rounds on your own. Find your breath, loosen the spine. When you finish your 5 rounds, return to your tabletop position, and we'll switch sides. Bring right hand to the center, right knee to the center, open up, side plank on the right arm. Bring left hand to left shoulder for our shoulder rotations, nice and good. Squeeze the core, squeeze the shoulder straight. Switch directions. And extend the arm, making nice big circles. Switch directions. Reach up to the ceiling, nice and long into our side plank. You can always extend both legs for more strength. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes as you raise the left leg parallel to the mat. The quadriceps are tight, keeping the legs straight, foot's dorsiflexed, so toes are pulled back towards the shin. One more breath. Bend the knee, the left knee, left heel towards the hips. Left hand grabs the left foot, quadriceps stretch, opening up, continue to balance. Gently release the leg, reach up for the ceiling, and come back to center. This time in our tabletop, finding our circles, heels, touch the hips, come to the left, and all the way around. Loosen up the hips, loosen up the spine. Pause and switch directions. Come back to center once again. From our tabletop, slide ourselves forward into our Anahata. Stretch through the front side of the body, the shoulders once again.
Chin and chest to the ground, looking through the hands or forehead down. Slide all the way forward, inhaling up, cobra or sphinx. Keep the elbows in towards the body, shoulders relaxed. Exhale down to the mat. Place left hand on right, forehead down, taking 3 breaths. Bring both hands back, palms facing the hips, thumbs down towards the ground. We're coming to our locust position like we're flying. So on this position, belly and hips stay down on the mat. We raise our chest and our knees. Head stays in line. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blade. Chest raises. We'll raise the knees, keeping the quadriceps tight. Strengthen the back, the glutes. Continue to breathe as we fly. And imagine yourself flying over the clouds with the birds. Gently release back down onto the mat. Rest a cheek and shake the hips. You can windshield wiper the legs as well. One more round. Square the chin. Arms are by the sides. Inhale up. Raise the chest. Strengthen the back side of the body. Keep the legs in line as we lift the knees and fly through the air. Focus on the breath and the flight. And relax back down to center, nice and controlled. Resting the opposite cheek and shake the hips for windshield wiper. Bring both hands by the chest. Press back up to all fours. Our tabletop position. Once again, shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Inhale, right arm up, fly into the sky, opening up the side body, chest. Exhale, slide, threading through the arm and the leg. Head comes down to the mat. With the left arm, make nice big circles, rotating around. And switch directions. Reach up to all areas of the sky. And wrap behind the back and open up, looking up towards the sky. Release the left arm, place it back down into the mat. Realign, flying once again on the right side, and return. Switching sides. Left arm flying up nice and high. Exhale, arm through threading. Head and shoulder come down towards the mat. Right arm makes nice big circles. And switch directions. And wrap the right arm behind the back, pressing the shoulder up, opening the chest. Release the right arm up, place it down into the mat. Realign, moving the left hand back up to the sky and back to center. Slide the legs around and come into a comfortable seated position. Sit nice and tall and find those sit bones. You can place hands on the knees if needed. While we're here seated, just roll the shoulders up and down. Relax them away from the ears. Lengthen the torso. Come back to your breath. Lengthen the back of the neck. If you're finding yourself tucking your hips underneath, grab a pillow or a blanket. Press it underneath those hips. Raise them up and it'll alleviate some of the hamstring tightness and help save the back. Take that left hand, slide it across the mat as far as it can go. Reach the right hand for a seated side twist, or excuse me, side angle stretch. And come back to center and switching sides. Right arm out, left arm up to the sky, press the left hip down into the mat. And back to center. Now back and forth. Follow the breath. Inhale as you stretch. Exhale, the opposite. One more each way. And back to center. Bring hands to shoulders or interlace above the head, either way. However you're crisscrossed, go non-dominant. Reach up to the ceiling. Good. Exhale, forward fold. You need to separate the hands, you're more than welcome to. Press the hips down into the mat. Think long spine. Use the core strength. You can come back up and bring the hands down by the sides. Interlace the hands behind the back. Press the shoulders down. Bring the chin to chest. Take a breath. Release the neck. Back to center. Excuse me. Release the hands. Shake them out. Take both feet and extend them straight out in front of the body. Continue to sit nice and tall. Find the front side of those sit bones. If you need to place the blanket or the pillow underneath the hips, once again, you're more than welcome to. Inhale, both hands up nice and high. Exhale, forward fold. You can stop leading the chest right here. You can walk the hands to the middle, or you can pancake all the way out, whatever's in your practice. Keep a long lower back. Active feet. Squeeze the quadriceps to stretch the hamstrings further. Walk the hands back to center. Inhale, bring left hand inside left foot. Inhale, right hand overhead, stretching the side body. Open up the top elbow up to the ceiling. Think about leaning back against a wall. And return to center. Switching sides. Right hand on the right side right hand on the inside of the right leg. Left hand over the shoulder, over the head, side body stretch. And return back to center. And back and forth. Follow your breath. Only go as far as your body allows. Use the strength to return back to center. Last one, and return. Good. Bring both feet into our butterfly position. So feet together. They're a little bit further out than our bound angel. So slide those feet out just a little bit further. Flap the wings, find the sit bones. Sit nice and tall, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold over those feet. You can press both knees down with the hands or with the elbows. One more breath. And press up back to center once again. Take a moment. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist towards the right, bringing right arm and back of the body, left arm to the left, to right knee. Open up from the hips through the shoulders. Keep the neck in line with the middle of the chest. If it feels okay, you can look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist the opposite direction. As you're holding the twist, continue to breathe. And come back to center once again. Bring both arms down to the mat. Place both feet down into the mat. Hips it and legs at 90. Place the hands, lengthen the spine, lean back, engage the core. You can stay here, or you can place both feet up into the air. or all the way up. Coming into our boat posture, bring both hands forward. We're going to flap our wings like we're flying to the sky. Think of it as moving the air up and down. Keep the core nice and tight. Flap a little bigger. Now our wings are going side to side, back and forth. And our last one's nice big wings. Squeeze the shoulder blades and come together, back and forth. One more, come down, hug the knees, and relax. And lower yourself down to the mat. Nice and easy. Now switch directions. The sun has caught me today. The feet are down in the mat, knees are over ankles. Back is nice and rested. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath just a little. Hands down into the mat. With both feet firmly planted into the mat, we'll come into our bridge. Tuck the belly to the spine, pubic bone to belly button as we round that up. Tailbone to pubic bone. This flattens out the lower back. Press heels through the big toes. Lift the hips using the glutes, lower back, and hamstrings. Squeeze the adductor muscles, that's the inside of the thighs. Tuck those shoulders underneath. Interlace the hands if you would like, coming to the tops of the shoulders. Keep the chin neutral. Continue to use the hips and the core, drawing belly up to the sky. Big toes firmly planted down into the mat. Gently release, rolling one vertebra at a time, down into the back. And relax the back. Bring both legs up to 90, hands on the knees. Rock side to side. Or make little circles one way and circles the other, massaging the lower back. Hug both knees into the chest, bring forehead to the knees. Gently release, bringing both feet into the sky. Making an L shape the best we can. Legs are straight, directly over my sacrum, my hip area. Belly and back are flat against the mat. Hands are down to the side, or I can cup my hands on the outside of my hips. Keeping this L shape, legs are straight, quadriceps are tight. Open the legs and come back for some pelvic floor strengthening. So my legs are now my wings. Continue to tighten, pulling the belly in. Lower abdominals, pelvic floor pulled in, using the quadriceps, the adductors, and the glutes to move the legs. Dorsiflex the feet, which means pull those toes back. Do 5 more. Control in and out. Bring both legs down once again, hug into the chest, relax the lower back, or you can place both feet down into the mat. Windshield wiper the legs, either way. Bring both legs, feet together, down into our butterfly position. Recenter the spine, the back if needed. Hands will be nice and wide outside the ears, or basket the head and let the head drop down into it. We don't want to pull on the neck, and chin will never be the chest. It'll always be up towards the sky. Butterfly crunches, butterfly pulses for 3 rounds. What we'll do is 1, 2, 3, pulling belly in and come down and relax. And continue. 1, 2, 3, and down. Lift the chin. 1, 2, 3. Come down. Continue on your own. Think about the pelvic floor muscles, the adductors, controlling the hips, controlling the legs. Belly button to the spine. Open the shoulders, open the chest. One more time. And come back down and bring hands down, legs together. You even stretch them out. We have one more core exercise today. It's our big, slow bites. We're going to place the hands next to the ears once again, elbows out to the sides. You can add a twist if you would like, or you can keep it nice, simple bites. Bring the left knee into the chest, right leg extended out into the air. I'm going to bring each knee up, extending the opposite leg. So as my left knee comes in, right leg extended. Extend the left knee as the right knee comes in towards the chest. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. This is too hard on the back, you're feeling the belly pop up. Place the hands underneath the hips. Again, alleviate some of the pressure off and have a little bit slower, smaller bite. So any position, nice and big. Lengthen each of the legs. Squeeze the quadriceps, the lower abs, as you extend. Now we're going to pause and switch directions. Reverse bicycles. Nice and big. Toes by the earth and flying up. Feel the wind in the toes. One more round. And bring both knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Hug them in. Make circles, whichever feels good to your lower back. Reach both feet up into the sky. Bring the pads of the feet together one more time. Hold the feet, separate the knees, heels closer to the hips. Our seat. Relax the shoulders. Lower back, relax down to the earth. Release the legs, bring both knees into the chest once again. Stretch out the left leg, with the right leg bent. Stretch shoulders on both sides out to the side. Down, cross the right knee over the left side of the body. The right arm extended, turn your gaze towards the right hand. You can keep your left hand on your right knee if you'd like to deepen the back stretch. One more breath. Release, come back to center once again. Hug the knees into the chest. You can rock and realign if needed. When you're ready, stretch the right leg out straight. Shoulders remain down into the mat. Stretch the left arm out. Cross right leg over left. Turn your gaze to your left side. With your right hand, you can keep on the left knee. One more breath. And gently return to center once again. Hug the knees and prepare for Shavasana. If you need to put on a blanket or a sweatshirt after our work today, you're more than welcome to do so now. And find yourself in a comfortable position. You could come into corpse pose, which is legs straight, feet apart, out to the side, letting them dangle. Relax the legs, the lower body. With the arms, tuck the shoulder blades. Arms are outside, away from the body, palms up. Relax the torso, the chest, the backs of the arms and hands. Head's neutral, chin towards the sky, neutral towards the sky. You don't want to overextend the neck, either direction. Nice and balanced. Think about lengthening the back and then pressing it down. Close the eyes. and come back once again into our 4 count, even breath. We'll do 5 rounds together before you come into your Shavasana. You can continue your breath. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can continue on your own for 25 more rounds during Shavasana. Gently start to bring your awareness back to class, back to the present. And start by wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and ankles in each direction. Move the knees and the hips, the elbows, the torso. Stretch the body from feet to the fingertips Inhale, and exhale, and let it go. One more time, stretch, full body, inhale, and exhale, and let it go. Stretch the right hand overhead, curl the knees up, and tucking the right arm underneath the head, roll to the right side into our fetal position. Think of yourself like a baby bird in the egg. You're going to awaken and be ready for a new day. Take one more breath in the fetal position. Make your way to a comfortable seated position. We're going to come into our pranayama. Today's pranayama is going to be bee's breath, the Mari breath. Now, bee's breath is a calming breath, a cleansing breath. And while we're out in nature today and we're flying, we'll embrace this calming breath. And this breath is done by plugging your ears and closing your eyes. Now you will remain listening, and we're not going to close our eyes yet so you guys can watch and hear an example for one round. So I would place my thumbs and cover the outside or inside the ears, either way. And you can cover the eyes with the hands. I don't have them pressed up against my face, just in front as I close my eyes. If that's uncomfortable, you can just plug the ears and close the eyes. And I'm going to make the kind of an M buzzing sound. And as I do that, I am going to go for 7 rounds, and each round will be fairly long as my exhale takes. So I plug the ears, cover the eyes. And that's an example. And we would go continuously for 7 rounds. So we'll all start together. And if you finish early, you can just place the hands in the lap, wait for me to finish, and we'll close class together. So now, placing your hands by your ears, close and cover the eyes. Inhale, exhale. When you finish, you can return to your normal, free, and natural breath. And thank yourself for your practice today, for flying up in the sky and taking time to be grounded as well, focusing on the breath and the health and vitality it brings to the body. I thank you for joining me, and bring our hands together, heart center. We'll close class together. Namaste. Thank you.